Hello, everyone. My name is Holly, and I am from Idaho in the United States. And during this lesson, we will be talking about words of similar meaning. So we will be looking at different vocabulary words. Do you know them? And do you know some of the words that are very similar to them? And once we've defined all the different words, which will take possibly a while, then we will try to practice using them by asking and answering questions using these words. So I hope you enjoy this, and I hope you learn a lot of new words. Hello, Ricardo. How are you? Hello, Ricardo. Are you there? Can you speak? Apparently, there's a microphone issue because I cannot hear you. Anyway, we will be going over about 20 or 30 different words. These are the words. Hello, Ricardo. Are you there?
Hi, Holly. How are you?
Hi. Good. How are you doing?
Fine.
Good. Remind me what country you're from.
I'm from Brazil.
Brazil. Okay, that's what I was thinking, but I wasn't sure. So it's quite late
Okay.
though in Brazil, isn't it? Is it about midnight or is it 11?
It's 11, yes, 11 p.m.
Okay, all right. So not late for some people, not late for me, for sure.
Yeah, for me,
For you, it's not late either. Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah.
all right, good. Um, so all right. Well. So, yeah, as we wait for other people, did you have a good weekend?
Sorry, teacher, I can hear you.
Yeah. Did you have a good weekend?
Yes, yes. Uh, Yesterday I went to the gym
Uh-huh.
and then I met my girlfriend and we had a dinner.
Uh-huh.
And today I spent all my day on the bed.
Oh, wow. Spent all day at
Yeah,
home. That's
yeah,
awesome. That's kind of nice to have a relaxing weekend like that.
yeah,
Excellent.
yeah, yeah,
Excellent. All
excellent.
right. Hello, Cynthia. How are you?
Hello, I'm good, thank you.
Good. Remind me where you are from, Cynthia.
I'm from Mexico.
Mexico. That's what I was thinking. I had it in my head you were from Mexico. It's been several weeks since I've seen you, so I wasn't sure. So,
Yeah,
uh,
that's
yeah. So did you have a good weekend?
right. Yeah, very calm.
Mm-hmm.
I've been resting, and today I went to a museum.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm reading and studying English.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Excellent. All right. And yeah, and I also had a good weekend. Yesterday I had a yard sale and I tried to get rid of some of my stuff and then uh and then today I woke up and I felt it in my muscles. All the work that I did yesterday. So, but it was fun. It was outside too, so it got kind of hot. So, anyway, during this hour, we are going to go over specific vocabulary words, and we are going to see if we know them and see if we can figure out what they mean by the words that are next to them. And then so we will start out actually with the words here in this area. And once we've figured out what all of these words mean, then we will try to add the fourth word from these words. And then after that we will try to practice these words and try to use them in different sentences and questions and stuff like that. Okay, does everybody understand?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start with the first one. Cynthia, can you read this first three words?
Colossal, enormous, and huge.
Yeah, okay, so colossal, enormous, and huge. Okay, very good. Ricardo, do you have any idea what these mean? What do you think? What do you think these words mean?
I know huge, enormous.
Mm-hmm.
It's big.
It's excuse me?
It means big.
Big, yes. So enormous and huge mean big. So colossal also means big. So all of these
Okay.
mean big. Okay. All right. So
Okay.
next one, Ricardo, could you read these three words?
Calm, peaceful, still.
Okay. And Cynthia, what do these mean?
Um, they mean, I don't know, maybe without much activity.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Absolutely. That's exactly what I would say, without much activity. Very good. Okay. All right. Now let's go to the third one. Cynthia, could you read this one? These three.
dirty, full, unclean,
Okay. It's pronounced foul.
foul,
Foul. Okay. Ricardo, what do you think these mean? Dirty, foul, and unclean.
It's the opposite of clean.
Opposite of clean. Perfect. Okay. Excellent. And as Ricardo, could you read these three words?
Brave, gallant, heroic.
Okay, a very good pronunciation of this word. This word, though, is heroic.
Heroic.
Heroic. Okay, so Cynthia, what do these words mean?
mm, it's like the opposite to coward.
Yes, opposite of coward. Yeah, absolutely. I like how you guys are using the opposite words. So, okay, and Cynthia, could you read these three words?
Artful, crafty, the deceitful.
Mm-hmm. Artful, crafty, deceitful. Perfect. Okay, so Ricardo, what do these words mean? This kind of gets a little trickier
Uh,
unless you
I
know what they mean.
I
Yes.
think it's astute.
Astute? No?
Yeah, astute. I don't know how can I
Astute.
speak this word. Yes,
Okay.
I put on the chat
Astute.
box.
Okay. Um, okay. It's because astute to me sounds like it means, let's see. No, it's because, yeah, okay. That's what I was thinking. I just checked the definition just in case there was a different definition for this. For astute,
Hmm.
you're really very smart. There is crafty is a definite crafty is definitely um, a synonym of astute. So that is it does work. But all three of these together, it's something else. If you are crafty, you are astute, but you're also these two things as well. Um, but astute, basically, let me show you the definition of that because I just checked it. Having or
Okay.
showing an ability to accurately assess situations or people and turn this to one's advantage. An astute businessman. So she's shrewd, sharp, acute. So we've got clever, crafty. So you are clever. If you're astute, you're really clever, and so forth. But there's a little bit more involved with this word. Anyone else? Cynthia, do you have an idea what these three words might mean?
Um, no, not really.
No.
I,
Okay.
I thought that artful is related to art,
Oh,
but
okay. No. No. And craft is art. You would think arts and crafts would be related to art. Deceitful. If you know what deceitful means, you'll kind of get the idea. So and we have two more people that
Teacher,
have joined us. Yes.
deceitful. It's not guilt.
Deceitful is untrustworthy.
Okay.
Okay, so basically, if you are for artful, crafty, and deceitful, it is basically if you're artful, crafty, and deceitful, you can be very astute for all three of these. So astute is part of that, but you're not trustworthy because you are cheating people and you are being if you are an astute businessman you probably might be also a cheater a cheat. So hi Heidi and hi Masahiro, how are you guys today?
Hi, teacher.
Good
Nice to see
morning.
you again.
Nice to see you too. Yeah, so it's about 11 I think, right? 11 a.m.
uh,
in Japan.
I'm no, I, I'm in San Diego.
You're in San Diego. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's 7 p.m. in Japan in San Diego. Heidi though. Hi
Yeah.
Heidi. Heidi, are you there?
Yeah,
Okay.
hello.
Hello. Nice to see you. It's about 11 a.m. in Japan though, right?
Yes, that's right.
And that is right. Okay, excellent. All right. So, artful, crafty, and deceitful. Basically, what that means, those three words, especially together, which would be
Like fake?
basically not trustworthy. Heidi,
Uh,
what did you say?
Fake, no.
Fake. Yes, and part of that. Part of that. If you're just not trustworthy at all.
Because
So
art or craft is meaning that make something with my hand.
actually, that's not artful or crafty. What that is, that's arts and crafts.
So I thought it fake was.
Yeah, yeah, no. So arts and crafts. Oops, I spelled that wrong. Arts and crafts is when you make stuff with your hands. But um, I mean, they all. If you're a cheat, you are creative. So it could be you're creative cheater. So that could be another way to say it. But an astute is part of that, though, Ricardo. That was a very good word to come up with. So, Cynthia, could you read these three words?
Fierce, savage, vicious.
Okay, fierce, savage, vicious. Heidi, what do you think these words mean?
Um, Very bad things. Vicious is the action with a very bad meaning.
Mm-hmm.
Savage is like animals, wild
Mm-hmm.
animals, the
Mm-hmm.
bear or a lion or like that.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So usually, I always try to describe that a wild animal, if they are in a situation, they could be fierce, savage, or vicious. Very, very scary. Okay. Right. Heidi, could you read these three words?
Dangerous, unsafe, risky.
Okay. And Masahiro, could you describe these words? How are they similar?
Mm, all was uh, very dangerous.
Dangerous is the word you
Bingo.
would use. Okay. Um, so opposite of
Opposite
safe.
was safe.
Yeah, opposite of safe. Yeah. Okay.
Opposite of peaceful.
Okay. Thank you.
Mhm.
And Masahiro, could you read these three words right here?
Obstinate, stubborn, headstrong.
Okay. Now this word right here is more of an sound. This sound right here. So we'd say obstinate,
Obstinate,
stubborn. Yeah.
obstinate.
Stubborn, headstrong. Okay, Ricardo, what do
Okay.
these mean? These words mean? How are they similar?
Um, I know the meaning. When you have a strong opinion,
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
um,
Having a strong opinion. Absolutely.
yeah,
Excellent. Yeah. All right. Ricardo, could you read these words here?
sure. Uh, Exhausted, uh, fatigued, tired.
Okay, now let's look at the pronunciation of these words. For this one, it's fatigued.
Fatigued.
Fatigued. So you do not this is not pronounced at all. And this one isn't either, really, actually. Fatigued. And this one,
Fatigued.
tired. Tired. So again, you don't pronounce this either. Tired.
Tired.
Okay. Right. And Cynthia, what do these mean?
It's what you feel when you have done many activities.
Uh-huh.
When maybe your body feels pain.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. When you are sleepy. So, excellent. Okay, and Cynthia, could you read these 3 words?
Humble, meek, modest.
Okay. Heidi, what does humble, meek, and modest mean?
Opposite of outstanding.
Well, no, it's not outstanding. It'd be opposite of proud.
Proud, like remarkable.
No, it's when you're humble, meek, and modest, you are still very good, but you don't realize how good you are. So you do not have you are not too proud.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody says to you, "Oh, you're so awesome," somebody who's humble, meek, or modest would say, "Well, thank you, but everybody is awesome." They would not. But if somebody who is proud, you might say, "Oh, you are awesome," and the proud person would say, "I am, aren't I?" So somebody who's humble, meek, and modest usually is considered much better. So it's a much more positive term actually than being proud. So, all right, Heidi, could you read the next words? Next 3. Uh-huh.
Hideous, ugly.
So frightful, hideous, and ugly. Okay, and Masahiro, can you describe those words?
Those words mean too bad appearance. I think.
Okay, it's a really bad appearance. Yes, that you appear
Yeah.
very, very bad. Okay, yeah. So after somebody's been in an accident, for example, and they might be hideous or ugly just because of the accident or something. Okay. Next one.
Teacher,
yes.
This this pronunciation. I would like to repeat.
Hear it right.
once.
Okay.
Again.
Hideous.
Hideous. Okay.
Hideous.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hideous. Okay.
Hideous. Yeah. And a lot of times if somebody is hideous, it's really hard to look at the person or the thing. If it's hideous, it's really hard to see. So, all right.
Okay.
So Masahiro, can you read this next one?
Depressed, sad, unhappy.
Depressed, sad, and unhappy. Excellent. Ricardo, can you describe depressed, sad, and unhappy?
Yes. Is a person in a state of unhappiness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the person who is never happy. Yeah, exactly. All right. Hello, Philip. How are you today? Nice to see you. Philip, are you there? Okay, maybe his computer's still loading. Let's go on. Ricardo, could you read these 3 words?
Courteous, friendly, polite.
Perfect. Courteous. And this one actually, with the T here, really sounds like a D. Courteous. Courteous. Yeah. All right. So, Cynthia, what does courteous, friendly, and polite mean?
It's a person who is kind.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Could a person who is kind? And that actually, I think, works for all three of those. Yes. All right. Next one. Uh, Cynthia, could you read these three words?
Aggressive, hostile, and militant.
Okay. Aggressive, and this one we say hostile.
Hostile.
Mm-hmm. And then militant. Aggressive, hostile, militant. So Heidi, how would you describe these words?
Very positive. Some active and
Okay. Very active.
to fight with the other people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. They're willing to fight very quickly. Very, very good. All right, Heidi, can you read these three words?
Complex, complicated, involved.
Okay, Masahiro, can you describe these words? Explain what these mean.
It means very difficult to solve any problems.
Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah, something that is very, very difficult. Okay, excellent. And Masahiro, could you read these three words?
Hasty, impulsive, rush.
Okay, for this word, it's actually pronounced hasty.
Hasty.
Hasty, impulsive, and rash. And Philip, are you with us yet?
I am, teacher.
Okay,
Yeah,
good. I spoke to you earlier, and I couldn't. You couldn't hear me yet. So,
yeah,
okay.
not a
So
problem.
Philip,
Yes,
can you describe possibly what hasty, impulsive, or rash means?
impulsive means you don't think before doing something.
Correct. And when you're basically all three of these, hasty, impulsive, or rash, you're not really thinking before you do something. Very good. All right, now we have these 3, 6, 9, 12, 14, 16 words that we want to add to these. And so I'm thinking that we've got some new words in this list for all of you. But let's see if we can work together and match them, and then we're going to practice using these words by asking and answering questions. Okay, so we've got. I'm going to go ahead and read these out loud, so that you know how they're pronounced, and you're welcome to repeat after me, but please be on mute if you do. So, repulsive, willful, belligerent, perilous, immense, dejected, courageous, intricate, tranquil, impetuous, lowly, weary, polluted, sly, ferocious, and civil. Some of these words are not new to you, but maybe their partners down here are new. I don't know. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and quickly match them to the correct location. So let's start with Cynthia. Cynthia, can you choose a word up on the top and match and tell us, give us a suggestion as to what it is?
Repulsive.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's similar to frightful, hideous, and ugly.
Repulsive is similar to frightful, hideous, and ugly. You are absolutely correct. Very good. Heidi, could you match one?
Courageous, brave, gallant, heroic.
Okay, so if you're courageous, you also could be brave, gallant, and heroic. Very good. I'm just going to go to this side here. Okay, and Masahiro, could you match one?
Sorry. Belligerent.
Belligerent.
Belligerent is similar to aggressive, hostile, and militant.
Yes, belligerent is similar to aggressive, hostile, and militant. In my opinion, aggressive, hostile, and militant are a lot stronger than belligerent. Belligerent has more to do with what you're saying with your words, where if you're aggressive, hostile, and militant, you might actually act it out as well. So, but they're all violent in nature. So, Philip, can you match one?
Yes, I can match ferocious.
Mm-hmm.
Ferocious is fierce, savage, vicious.
Perfect. Ferocious with fierce, savage, and vicious. Excellent. Thank you. Ricardo.
Perilous, dangerous, unsafe, risky.
Perfect. Perilous with dangerous, unsafe, and risky. Perilous, most of the time when I hear the word perilous, it is usually with water. The boat sank because it was on perilous water. Cynthia, can you match a word?
Tranquil,
Mm-hmm.
it's calm, peaceful, and still.
Yes, tranquil is calm, peaceful, and still. Excellent. Heidi.
Immense, colossal, enormous, huge.
Perfect. Immense. Immense is colossal, enormous, and huge. Excellent. Masahiro.
Intricate. Intricate.
Mm-hmm.
It's similar to complex, complicated, and involved.
Perfect. With this word is also not stressed, so we this syllable right here, so we pronounce it intricate.
Intricate.
Yeah,
Intricate.
intricate. So complex, complicated, and involved. Philip, can you choose another word?
Yes, it's tricky now.
Yeah, it's starting to get tricky.
It's polluted. I can say it's dirty, foul, unclean.
Perfect. Polluted is dirty, foul, and unclean. Excellent. All right, and Ricardo.
Um, deject,
Okay, dejected
dejected,
because of the
depressed,
T-E-D. Uh-huh.
yeah, depressed, sad, unhappy.
I always say that you are feeling dejected because you were rejected. So that always helps people realize what it means. Excellent. All right. So this looks like this first no, we still have willful. I was thinking that all this was fixed, but no. Cynthia, can you choose a word?
They are difficult now.
Yeah, I know. That's what Philip said.
Probably impetuous,
Impetuous.
impetuous, with obstinate.
No, I'm sorry.
Oh, then
So, do
then
you want me to describe impetuous for you?
oh, what, sorry?
Do you want me to describe impetuous?
Oh, yeah, please.
Okay, if a person is impetuous, they really don't think a lot before they do something. They say stuff and then they think later, and many times they get into trouble because they've been too impetuous.
Okay, so it's with hasty, impulsive, and rash.
Correct. You're hasty, impulsive, and rash. You are impetuous. Okay, Heidi.
Civil.
Uh-huh.
Courteous, friendly, polite.
Perfect. Courteous, friendly, and polite. I like to say that if you are civil to somebody, it means you don't necessarily like a person, but you are still very friendly, polite, and courteous to the person in a professional way. You might not have to be friends with them, but you're still civil to them. If you have an enemy, maybe at work or something. Masahiro, you choose one.
Sly.
Mm-hmm.
Sly is near the same meaning as artful, crafty, deceitful.
Okay. All right. Now this, I'm going to suggest. I'm going to describe this, and if you guys are old enough, you will remember. But do you guys remember the show Dallas on TV? Anybody remember that?
Yes, we did.
Okay. You remember? It's Dallas with J.R. Ewing.
Yes.
Okay. J.R. Ewing was actually thought of as artful, crafty, deceitful, sly. And what was interesting about that is Sly was his assistant or his secretaries who did all his dirty work. That was her name. So and I didn't realize that until I was teaching this lesson. And at the same time, I was watching the reruns of Dallas, and I went, "Wait a minute, that's really interesting that her name was Sly." So those of you guys who know that show, you'll appreciate that. So, all right, who just answered? Was that Masahiro? Who just did this? Where am I? I'm lost. Whose turn is next?
Actually,
Masahiro, did you just do the Sly?
yes,
Oh yes, okay.
definitely.
So Philip, you are next.
Yes, I can say lolly,
Uh-huh.
exhausted, fatigued.
No. No. Uh-uh.
Oh, so
If you are lowly, you pretty much have a low opinion of yourself.
okay. You are humble, meek, and modest.
Yeah, so a person who is humble, meek, and modest, they have a hard time taking, letting people tell them how great they are because they don't believe it. And someone who is lowly doesn't have a good opinion about themselves. All right, Ricardo, can you choose one word? It's either weary or willful.
Weary, exhausted, fatigued, tired.
Yeah, so exhausted, fatigued, tired. So remember, these words are not there. This is not there either. And this isn't there. So exhausted, fatigued, and tired, and weary. So you might see somebody who is a mother of 4 children under the age of 10. That mother is probably very weary. So, all right, Cynthia, can you do the last one? Willful.
Willful is obviously obstinate, stubborn, and headstrong.
Yeah, so willful is obstinate, stubborn, and headstrong. Exactly. A lot of times they will use this the word willful when you are describing a child. You might another one that we will use. I'll write it on the Verbling chat. Is strong-willed, and we will use strong-willed in front of a child. We'll say, "Oh, that's a strong-willed child. That child will not go to bed when they're told, or this child will not do what they're told because they want to do everything on their own time." So they're strong-willed or they're willful. Okay, so any questions about any of these words? Okay, no questions. So what we're going to do now is we're going to ask and answer questions about these words. I'm going to start and I'm going to ask each of you a question using one of these words. And then I'd like you guys to also choose some words to ask each other some questions, okay? And let's see if we can use all of these words together. So let's see. Heidi, would you consider yourself very impetuous, or do you usually think before you speak?
Before yes, I think so. Usually I'm kind of impetuous before doing anything.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's
For
funny because I've.
example, I want to go to the coffee shop.
Uh-huh.
I always run to the coffee shop.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I hate that the word of waste of time.
Huh. Because I've always seen you as someone who's very careful about what you say. So I've never seen you as impetuous. So interesting. So, all right, Masahiro, could you
Hi.
tell us about the, let's see, could you tell us about the most courageous person you've ever met in your life? Describe that person to us.
It's very difficult question.
Yeah.
I think it's my cat.
Your cat is the most courageous. Okay, talk to us. Why would you say your cat is the most courageous?
Because my cats always fight with cockroach.
Oh, really?
So I think they are so courageous and courageous, I think.
Wow. So your cats always often fight with cockroaches.
Yeah, yeah, I think.
That is hilarious. That it really is.
Horrible and scary for
Uh-huh.
me.
Exactly. That's pretty funny. That's funny. All right. I did not expect you to describe your cat. I thought maybe you'd describe your mom for giving birth to you or something else. Oh.
I'm sorry, not people.
Yeah. All right. All right. All right. So
So,
tell me, Philip, is it better for somebody to be humble and meek or proud and um, proud and confident?
For me, I think it's better to be humble.
Uh-huh.
When you are humble, you don't lose anything. You show your thing, you show yourself as humble. But when you do something that astonished people,
Uh-huh.
they really know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's better
All
to
right.
be humble, to show yourself as humble, and then people will know that you are not as humble as you pretend.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Philip. That was great. Cynthia, could you describe the most tranquil place in your city?
Well, Mexico City is not very tranquil.
Uh-huh. So should I say in your country?
In my country, probably the place where my parents live.
Uh-huh.
They live very near to two volcanoes.
Oh, really? So up in the mountains then?
Yes, yeah. So there is a very big forest,
Mm-hmm.
and there are some rivers, and of course many trees.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's very peaceful.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Thank you. And Heidi, I'm kind of interested also in the same question. Could you tell us about the most tranquil place in your country?
In my country,
Yes.
maybe Hokkaido is the most a quiet, tranquil place. Particularly winter season, it's covered by snow. So and
Okay.
population is very low compared to other mainland or some places.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. And Masahiro, would you agree with her, or would you have another place that you think is very tranquil?
Yeah, totally I agree with Heidi.
Uh-huh. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, because I think tranquil really has everybody finds it differently. So excellent, excellent. And um, Philip, can you tell us the most tranquil place in your country? You can either tell us about Quebec or Cameroon, whichever country you want.
The most tranquil city.
Uh-huh.
Yes, Laval is very tranquil. Laval,
Uh-huh.
north of Montreal.
Oh, okay. And why
Yeah.
is it tranquil?
Is a new quarter. It's founded only by 2000 and no, it has 50 years since it was founded.
Uh-huh.
So there aren't many people even in the neighborhood very tranquil.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Right. Thank you. Yeah, in Idaho, I'm actually moving there in a couple weeks. I'm very excited. But the most tranquil place is really actually up in the Rocky Mountains, in the mountain area. You can just go into the countryside. You can drive places, and no one is around at all, among the
Okay.
Rockies and the pine trees, and it's just beautiful, and it smells good, and it's just a wonderful area. All right, let's. Now I want you guys to ask some questions using some of these words. Cynthia, can you choose a question, choose a word, and ask a question, and then all of us will answer the question. Cynthia, are you there? Hello?
Hello, yes, sorry.
Okay, no worries. Can you
So,
choose a word and ask a question? Form a
um,
question.
dangerous.
Uh-huh.
Um, what is the most dangerous place that you have been in?
And what is the most dangerous place, or where is the most dangerous place you've been?
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Heidi, can you answer that? Where is the most dangerous place you have been?
Yes, I traveled in Netherlands, and Netherlands, the people are allowed to smoke some drugs and
Uh-huh.
even prostitution.
Mm-hmm.
Then that place is different from um, the very beautiful place. There are a lot of museums or um, diamond showing the place or casino. Then opposite side, at first there are Chinatown, and it connect the drugstores or a prostitution house. I was afraid, a little scared to go there in the night.
Mm-hmm.
So next early morning, I went there. I was a little curious about that place. There are
Mm-hmm.
no people. Then I was walking around that place. I was looking at the prostitution house. Some women were inside, and when men walked around that glass case, and she started dancing. But I couldn't
Wow.
see that person directly. I was a little ashamed. Then I went to the um, another place, there are many drug stores. A man was sitting on the side of the street. I walked in front of him. Then he suddenly stood up. He followed me suddenly. We had some distance. I kept some distance with him. But if I walk faster, he walked faster. I ran a little, he ran a little. I was very scared. I
Wow.
was walking down the street quietly. Suddenly, I turned around the corner. Then I ran. I dashed to my hotel.
Yeah. Wow. Thank you for your answer. Masahiro, how about you? What or where is the most dangerous place you've been to?
Uh, um, if regarding Japan,
Or
I've
no,
never been
anywhere. It doesn't
anywhere.
have to anywhere. Yeah.
So Los Angeles, LA. Uh, Five, 6 years ago, I went to Los Angeles, and I experienced in dangerous place. There are a lot of garbage, and I went to the street, which has lots of garbage, and the people who took drunk, took drug, or took drug. So I felt the street is was so dangerous. Dangerous place, I thought.
Wow. And that was where?
Um, I I forgot. Sorry.
Okay. So what country though? Was it in Japan or in the
Los
U.S.?
Angeles.
Los Angeles. Okay. That doesn't surprise
Yes,
me at all now.
Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Los Angeles the dangerous place is very near from
Uh-huh.
airport.
Uh-huh. Okay. And they're very near,
Mhm.
very close to the airport. Okay. All right. Philip, how
Yeah,
about
Los Angeles
you?
International Airport.
How about you? What or where is the most dangerous place you've been to?
Uh, Dangerous place, I think it was in Cameroon.
Mm-hmm.
City called Douala. There are a lot of thieves in some neighborhoods. So I went there and I was attacked.
Really?
Yes, I was attacked. They took all I had on me that day, even all my ID cards, and
Mm-hmm.
I had to renew everything. So it was, it had been raining all the day.
Mm-hmm.
So I couldn't run faster
Mm-hmm.
than I could. So they catch me and uh,
Okay. They caught me.
yeah, they caught me. They caught me, nabbed me, and then took all I had.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. And for me, I've been trying to think
Mhm.
because I think like dangerous. Sometimes you're not really you're not really in danger, but if you feel like you're in danger, then you are.
Mhm.
And so um, I've been in a lot of big cities, and I think walking around a city at night is always a dangerous thing. But I can't think of any specific times or places that I would want to share. So, Cynthia, how about you? What or where is the most dangerous place you've been to?
Well, probably here, well, Mexico City is very beautiful place, but there are some neighborhoods where
Mhm.
people is not very friendly. So last year, I don't know how my mother and I um, um, we were trying to go to a place, but we were a little lost. So we were in a dangerous neighborhood, and
Mhm.
my mom was robbed.
Robbed. My mom
Rob,
was robbed.
yeah, she had kind of um a medal in her neck.
Mhm.
So a guy approached to her
Mhm.
and took the medal, and we were very scared because we didn't know if he was he had a weapon or something like that.
Yeah.
So we just took a taxi and and went away to a safer place.
Mhm. All right. All right. Thank you very much. And it sounds like you guys have been in some perilous places. um, all right. Thank you. Heidi, can you choose a word and ask a question?
Okay, stubborn. Who is the most stubborn person around you?
My twin sister, hands down. and her husband is, I don't know which one is more stubborn. They're both very, very stubborn. It's like it's kind of funny to watch, and both of them say, look at their kids, and they say, we are more stubborn than you can be put together. So Cynthia, how about you? Who is the most stubborn person around you?
I think maybe it's me.
Really? Talk to us.
um, um, well, I sometimes have kind of problems with people because um, I always try to make them think that I'm right and they're
Uh-huh. Okay.
not always, but when I think that my idea is the correct one, I
Mhm.
do everything to make people think that that's that's the right thing. And I I also like I don't know how to say.
Okay. So, but you are definitely the most stubborn person you know, huh?
Yeah, I can't think in anyone else.
Uh-huh. Okay. All right. Thank you. And Masahiro, how about you? Who is the most stubborn person around you?
Mm, my dog.
Your dog. Okay. Your cat is
Yeah.
courageous, and
Uh,
your dog is stubborn.
my dog. Six years ago, my parents bought my dog for its at its very cheap very cheap price
Uh-huh.
near animal shop.
Uh-huh.
My dog is very cute, very pretty, but it's a little bit uh, uh, ferocious,
Oh, okay.
ferocious, and stubborn.
Uh-huh.
He when I go back, get home, he always bite my hip.
Wow. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and remember with animals, if we know the animal's name or sex, and we have a personal relationship with it, it's always an e, he or a her, and never an it. But if it's an animal in the wild and we don't know its sex, then it's an it. But if we know the gender, then we say the gender. So, all right, all right.
Okay.
And Philip, how about you? Who is the most stubborn person in your around you?
Yeah, it's my elder brother.
Uh-huh.
He's been stubborn since we were youth. Yeah, they have always been stubborn.
Mm-hmm.
Don't listen to any advice. Just make as he want.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
He has too many problems, but he's very lucky.
Mm-hmm.
Every time he get away with without any problem.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Thank you. And Heidi, how about you? Who is the most stubborn person around you?
The German guy, his brother-in-law, my
Uh-huh.
sister married to him.
Uh-huh.
Then they have children, babies, and they
Uh-huh.
come back here every 2 years. Then
Uh-huh.
always summer season. So I always said you shouldn't put your jacket in your the backpack or something. But he
Uh-huh.
always bring some thick jacket, 2 or 3 thick jacket.
Uh-huh. And he always puts he never listens.
Yes, and the long sleeve like winter season.
Wow.
So I always explain Japanese summer season is very hot.
Uh-huh.
You can stay here without wearing anything like that.
Uh-huh.
And
And so he
my
brings more than he needs.
yeah, then they brought a baby this year,
Uh-huh.
and the room is not so wide. So I said you shouldn't borrow the baby bed.
Uh-huh.
But he was very stubborn. Finally, my sister needed to borrow the baby bed. When we put the baby in the baby bed, he cried a lot, very noisy. So
Uh-huh.
she's never slept in the
Uh-huh.
baby bed. Useless.
Uh-huh. Wow. That's amazing. All right. Well, looks like we're out of time. Thank you all very much for your participation. I hope you learned some new words, or at least got them in your passive vocabulary. For the next time you see or hear it, you'll go, "Oh, I know what that means." Um, and I hope to see you again in another class. Thank you all. Have a great day.
I've noticed that there is
Okay.
no material on this class, madam.
No, take a screenshot of these words. That's probably the best thing to do.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know how to do, but
Press on print screen, or press on print screen on your computer, and then copy it, and then paste it onto a Word document.
okay. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
Yeah. Do you want me to wait? I'll go ahead.